Exciting part of part one, talking about the summit and coming to talk to you a little bit about the CCC and who we are, what we do. Of course, the Citizens Conservation Corps is no stranger to McDowell County, and neither is this next person that's coming to talk to you about it. It gives me a great pride and opportunity to have to bring to you a hometown girl coming to talk to you about the CCC and this project called the Initiative. Is our COO, Ms. Jennifer Douglas.
Well, good evening. I don't have a PowerPoint, I don't have a video, but those of you that know me know that I'm not really that shy. And usually half the time I talk, I look over at Mr. Martin, he's going, hurry it up, pick it up, let's go. So hopefully I won't get that cue tonight, but as Marie said, I'm with the CCC, the Citizens Conservation Corps. We are originally the McDowell County CCC, and we expanded statewide in '95. And the project that I came on board with the CCC in '98 was the Courtesy Patrol program. So the Courtesy Patrol started in '98. Our dispatch center, our headquarters for that program is still here in McDowell County, in Welch. And we also have our Twin Branch project, which is here in McDowell County, which Dorothy is the director of. And we have a few other projects that we do that are statewide. And because of these projects and the management of these projects, we're really excited to get ready, or actually we're in the process of taking on the largest project we've ever taken on to date, which is with the Boy Scouts of America, which we're really psyched about, extremely excited about. And as Dave said, it's going to take 9-county effort, community efforts across these 9 counties, but it's 40,000 scouts that are going to be coming into West Virginia in July. How many days away, Cutter? 622?
22.
So 622 days from now, we'll have 40,000 scouts coming into these 9 counties. And we're going to have 8,000 scouts per day on the ground for 5 days. That could potentially be 20 to 25 projects per day for 5 days in each of these counties. So of course we're going to have to identify and talk about what those needs are here in this county, how we work together to make that happen. And I'll talk about the championing committees. I'll push that on pause and come back to that in a minute. But in addition to Twin Branch and the Courtesy Patrol, we also operate the First Tee of West Virginia, which is a youth development program. And we've done some work in Sky Gusty at the golf course there this summer. It's a youth development program that utilizes the game of golf to teach core values to young people. We work with individuals as young as 4 all the way up to age 17. And we also have youth development programs for ages 16 to 24 that do a lot of demolition, construction, trail building, maintenance projects across the state. And we see where that's going to overlap into this Boy Scouts initiative. Because not only are we bringing 40,000 scouts coming and having those scouts in each county, we're going to be bringing tons of volunteers from across the country to come in and help with these projects as well. The CCC has crews, and there's 145 other CCCs like ours across the country that also have youth crews, ages 16 to 24. So we're going to have crews from California, New Jersey, Miami, Colorado. So that's potentially 5,000 to 7,000 more young people and volunteers that we're going to be bringing in. So we're going to have to find a place to house these volunteers. And McDowell County, Monroe County, and those are probably the 2 counties that are furthest out as far as leaving the summit site and getting to all of the county. That may be where some of the scouts are in some of these faraway places, but we have these volunteers come in and work in some of the faraway places in the counties. The Armory may be a place that we have to house scouts, but that'll just be another challenge and another logistic that we'll have to tackle with that project. Of course, Marie said I'm from McDowell County, and that's exciting for me. Just talking to many of you before, it brought about memories of Mr. Larkin being my elementary school principal, talking to Reba, and I was thinking of Michael when I saw you in the swim team days, and going to school with Corey, and I lived at the Odom's house there for a while with Rebecca. So as far as making a difference in this county with these projects, that's something that's really near and dear to my heart, and I look forward to working with everyone, making a big difference. And I know we have to find champions for each county, which we have either one champion per county, and then some counties have had co-champions, where there's two that are teaming up. But I know earlier Mr. Van Deventer had asked, well, what does that really mean? We won't just throw you out there and say, go deal with it, go take care of it. All these committees that we have here are committees that are in each of the 9 counties. There's a chairperson and committee members for each of those committees. CCC participates in all of these committee meetings. We work and will be alongside with that champion planning in each county. And you heard Dave refer to having a CCC team here tonight. We probably have 6 to 8 CCC staff people that are tasked to this project at some point in time or another, and at least 3 or 4 that are spending 75 to 100% of their time on this project. So we're going to be in the counties, working with these champions, working with these committees. You know, the champion's kind of that voice of the movement and that point person that we can go to in each county and have a go-to person. Some of the counties have asked, well, what about Lowe's, or what about some of these national foundations? They can contribute tools to the project, they can contribute funding to the project. We'll have some instances where the 9 champions come together and meet, and we look at some national foundations we go after, and we bring monies in for all 9 counties. So there'll be some work like that as well. But I know we'll have, I guess, questions about the project. Where do we go from here? The overview of the committees. We'll have a CCC staff person at each committee. So if you want to come by and learn about the committees, or if there's any questions you have about the project, feel free to ask. And I'll kind of wrap things up. I didn't get the, let's go. Did I leave anything out? Project applications. Oh yes, that's the big part. Thanks, Marie. Project applications. How do you nominate a project? How do you select a project? These project applications are online. You can take them home with you. How do you submit a project? Who submits or nominates a project? Anyone can nominate a project. It could be an individual. It can be a group. We're going to be going into actually all 9 counties, into every school, and meeting with each student body for 30 minutes to give a little Boy Scout overview, and then to talk to the young people about the projects, get them involved, ask what their ideas may be, and then we're going to send a project application home with them to take to their parents, grandparents. But no project, no matter how small or how big, is off the charts or not feasible or possible. We're asking for all ideas, all projects. We have a CCC team that will come out to the project site within 2 weeks of receiving that project, to work with the individuals that have nominated that project, and to work to strengthen that project. Where the project may need funding, the project may need tools, the project may need volunteers, whatever it may be. So the project deadline is March 31st to get all projects in. But we're saying the sooner the better. We don't want to start getting all projects from 9 counties in March. We want to get those now, November, December. That way we can work to strengthen that project. By the time 31st gets here, we know what we're rolling with. And then, I forgot that too, Marie. At the beginning of next year, in early 2012, we will do a demonstration project. And we're going to do a demo project at each county. But we'll actually imitate or emulate and leave from the summit site and have the kids, come down on a bus. It may be a combination of local scouts, youth here in this community, CCC crew members, but come to that project site, whichever project selected in McDowell County, and go through all those logistics and do a trial run or a pre-project, so to speak, so we can work out kinks, iron out the bugs, so to speak. So it can be small projects, medium-sized projects, large projects. That's what does the community and the county need, and we'll work with you to make that happen.
What type of projects?
We have 5 areas: construction, demolition, green-friendly, beautification, wellness, and arts and education. I think that's 6. It could be trails, it could be welcome planners in your town, it could be refurbishing or painting of homes, water lines, sewage lines, community gardens. There could be demolition, construction of buildings, ballparks or community parks. So it could be a wide range of things. It could be indoor work at a food bank, or maybe work within certain schools or churches. It could be senior citizen homes. It doesn't just have to be public areas. It could be senior citizens, weatherization work on homes. So really, the sky's the limit. Whatever you can think up, we'll try to see if we can make it happen. The scouts are limited on some of the things they can do. No power tools. So there are some things. We're going to look at working with Habitat for Humanity, NCCC, the Army Corps of Engineers. Some of these volunteers come in with a lot of construction skills. The National Guard, which is where we are. So it could be the scouts are tackling one part of a project, and we've got volunteers or an expertise area doing another part of the project. Could be one-day projects, could be 5-day projects, 2-day projects. Each bus has 36 scouts. It's a bus of 40, 36 scouts and 4 leaders. So when a bus comes in, you've got 36 scouts.
A youth staff member from the
and a youth staff member. So it could be that you've got 5 buses coming into an area, maybe 1, and you have to split them up to certain areas, but those are type of logistics we'll have to work out. It's just really difficult when you don't know what the projects are yet. So that's why we're saying the sooner the better on the knowledge of the projects, the quicker we can roll and try to figure out how best to tackle the projects and get the projects done. So, okay. So I'm going to wrap up now. Any questions? We'll be here. And thank you.